everybody, hey, Haynes Karlsholt donated for me to put this album right here. ELO's Time. I love this album. This album's a concept album. I didn't know that for a few years. But I like it. Though, there's some songs I don't like off that. Against Pink Floyd, The Final Cut. Now, I'll explain. This album, when it first came out, I was like, eh, and I never bought it. I believe I had it one time on cassette, and I don't think I played it much. I remember the only song I liked off it was Not Now Johnny. Or Now Now Johnny, was it? Now Now Johnny, I think. I forget the name of it. But it's now, yeah, it's Not Now Johnny. Not Now John. Now, I absolutely love this album. You know, what happened was, there was one night, I was just home, and I don't know, it's just something came over me. I was like, you know what? Go on YouTube and type in The Final Cut. Let's listen to it, because I remember hearing it way back in the day. I didn't like it much, and I know everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people dislike it. So I'm listening to it, and the first time I listened to it all the way through, I was kind of like, you know, I realize now why I didn't like this album. Because there's a lot of really mellow, but very emotional, a lot of songs like that throughout. And that's, I think, what turns off a lot of people to it. Now, I love it. I love all these melancholy, sad songs. I think this album is amazing, and it just so happened, Haynes, I was listening to this 2 days ago on my turntable. I put this on because I ended up buying it. I ended up buying it because I was like, man, I gotta buy this on vinyl. And it sounds really good on vinyl. But anyway, oh yeah, and that's another thing. I gotta bring up something I was talking about today. I'll make it quick. I love CDs as much as I love vinyl. There are some CDs I like more than how they sound on vinyl, especially the new stuff. Like I noticed the newer bands I like, or bands, old bands making new music, I think the CDs sound even better than the vinyl, or just as good. I haven't heard anything that sounds, you know, worse than it does on vinyl, you know? But there's something about the old school analog shit, the warmth of the turntable, like, you know, that Pink Floyd and the ELO stuff. That sounds better to me on vinyl than a CD. So, you know, you got your yin and your yang, but either way, they all sound great. Alright, so here we go. We start with, you know, ELO came out first, so it's first ELO, then Pink Floyd. And we start out with Prologue, and that one's going against The Post-War Dream. Prologue is, you know, it's a little intro, a little, you know, kind of like, little futuristic intro, futuristic for 1981. But it's whatever. The Post-War Dream is so emotional. Right out the bat, you know, the torturous vocals this guy has. You know, and the real, that instrumental going on beyond. Beautiful. Beautiful, gorgeous, emotional wins. Next, Twilight versus Your Possible Past. Your Possible Past is an amazing tune. It is amazing. But I'm getting to Twilight. It's such a feel-good pop song. Twilight. I love that shit, man. I know if that shit came out years later, I would have hated it. But it came out at the right time. I love it. Yeah, Twilight wins. Next. Yours truly, 2095. I love it as well. Going against One of the Few. It's cool, but, you know, it's too short really to compete. So I'm giving that to ELO. Alright, next. Ticket to the Moon versus Where the Tigers Broke Free. Ticket to the Moon is a beautiful ballad, but Where the Tigers Run Free. And you know, when I was doing the little thing, the Wikipedia, I noticed there's another president that didn't have when the Tigers Broke Free, it had different tracks too. Some were different. I think that's what I had on the cassette, because I don't recall when the Tigers Run Free on that cassette. And I do know that song is in the movie The Wall, and I've always loved it. Even in The Wall, the movie. In the context of the movie, I love that song where, you know, in the context of this album, I love that song too, but a lot of these songs I didn't love back then. Because all these songs weren't in the movie The Wall, just when the Tiger Broke Free. That one wins, and I like Ticket to the Moon. Next, The Way Life's Meant to Be versus The Hero's Return. It's not bad, but you know what? Giving that to Yellow. Alright, next. Another Heart Breaks. It's a boring instrumental. Going against The Gunner's Dream. Love it. It gives me chills, man. Again, sad, morose, killer stuff, man. Another win. Gunner's Dream is one of my favorites on here. Next, Rain Is Falling. Great pop song. Going against Paranoid Eyes. Another great one, man. I gotta give another one to Pink Floyd. I love Paranoid Eyes. Very good stuff. Next, From the End of the World. Going against Get Your Filthy Hands Off My Dessert. I'm giving that to Pink Floyd again, because From the End of the World, it's too new wavy, like bad new wave. I like good new wave. That one's bad new wave. Yeah, another one for Floyd. Next, The Lights Go Down, not a fan, versus the Fletcher Memorial Home. It's, again, this one's so melancholy, but I love it so much, man. I'm really identifying with this very sad, depressing album. Another win for Floyd. All right, next. Where am I? Oh, Here Is the News versus Southampton Dock. Here Is the News is a cheesy song, and the video is cheesy too. This other one that I can't pronounce. This is like all the other songs on here that are mellow, but still so cool, man. Another one for Pink Floyd. All right, this one I really liked. 21st Century Man from the ELO album, but I'm giving it to Pink Floyd, the final cut. It's mellow, it's beautiful. The haunting vocals. Pink Floyd takes that one again. All right, now we're last. Oh, it's two left. Hold On Tight, which I dig. That was kind of like the hit I remember back in the day. Versus Not Now John. Like I said, I've always liked this song. I love, I love the fucking when the girls come in and Roger's like, you can dream, you can dream, and then David Gilmour has that vocals, like that rough vocals, like Money or Young Lust. Awesome song. It wins, and I like Hold On Tight. The last one, Apology. Apology. I forget. Going against Two Suns in the Sunset. This epilogue. That's what it is, epilogue. It's a short outro. Two Suns in the Sunset is now my favorite song off the album. You know what's weird too, is that when I first heard Final Cut, and I loved it so much, I bought the album, and I got into the album, and yeah, after, I don't know, a few months with it, I was like, you know what? Two Suns in the Sunset is my favorite song off the album. And then, fast forward like maybe 6 months later, I saw Roger Waters. My brother got free tickets. And he played that song. I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, he's playing Two Suns in the Sunset. Amazing. But anyway, Haynes, this here's the final score. And there you go, man. Pink Floyd, hey man. I know a lot of you hate it. I am now a defender of the Pink Floyd's Final Cut. I love it. And Sammy Hagar Belcher sucks. He still sucks though. Anyway, thank you so much, Haynes, for your donation. I hope you enjoyed this track-by-track album battle. And everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. And like the video, because it's good for the YouTube algorithm. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em on gaba.